Well, hello, hello, hello. I hope you all are having a super duper fantastic day. It's the 12 days of Christmas. Y'all know I love a good old song. Y'all can get me singing any day at any time. My name is Dineen Merriweather. I am the CEO and founder of Queenpreneurs Jumpstart Program. It's the number one training environment for women in the world looking to leverage their knowledge, ignite their passion, and build a highly profitable business. And you may be wondering, how in the world can you promise that? Now, how can you do that? Well, I help you build your courage, confidence, and competence so you can accept, believe, and commit to what it is that God has called you to do. See, sometimes we're afraid to jump and take our steps and do what it is that we need to do because we don't feel like we know enough, or we're smart enough, or that we're too old and we lost the window, we missed the window. But I want you to get that ain't nothing but a story that you're telling yourself to stop you from moving forward in what God has called you to do. But we can get clear on all of that. But tonight, it ain't about that. Tonight, it's about Janel Pulley. She's going to be giving us financial wellness. Now, I'm telling you, I already know what we're going to be discussing tonight. So go get your pen and your paper. Don't mess around. And don't say, I ain't tell you. When I tell you the sister is about to start dropping some knowledge and some things that you need to be paying attention to. Hey, Linda, you have just been so faithful each and every night. Hey, sis, how you doing? I am so happy that you in here with me and Janelle. Janelle about to drop it. And you said that you're going to be debt free in 2023. This is the night. This is the night, Linda. Linda, this is your night. So if there's anybody else out there that want to focus on financial wellness coming up in 2023, you want to go ahead and steal Linda's slogan for the year, debt free in 2023. I need you to go get your pen and your paper because I'm about to set Janelle loose. And what I'm saying is the only way for you to get this information after we start talking about it is to hit the replay button. And you're going to have to go through all the information again. And you don't want that. Catch it while we go. So hurry up, get a pen, piece of paper. Right now, I'm going to give Janelle an opportunity to introduce herself. Let you guys know what it is that she do, the name of her business, and then we're going to get into the conversation about what we're going to be talking about tonight. Hey, sissy, how you doing? So happy that you are here. Okay, Janelle, go ahead and tell the community who you are and what it is that you do.
Well, Dineen, thank you so much for inviting me to the fourth day of Christmas. I'm so excited to be here. Thank you so much for the invitation. And I'm Janel Pulley. I'm the owner of Rise Up and Thrive Media Group. I'm an author of the book, Money Just Flew Out the Window, How to Create a Relationship with Wealth, Living from Paycheck to Paycheck. And I help people from all walks of life grow their money, protect their money, and save their money, most importantly. And so I'm very excited to do that. I hail from the great state, the show me state of Missouri, and where I was born and raised, but I've been living here in the Atlanta, Georgia area for the past 22 years. So I'm very excited to be here. And through my experience being here in Atlanta, Georgia, there's a lot of people who are building wealth, a lot of people who are movers and shakers, who are self-employed and who are doing great things for the community. So I really pride myself, and I'm married to a wonderful husband who is working right now, helping people get their packages from the holiday time. So he's working overtime now because he works for one of those companies. So very, happy.
Look, honey, go get them coins. It's all right. Stack the chips. Look. Yes. So I'm happy that he's out there making it happen. So look, I know that there's two different segments that we're going to cover tonight. And the first segment that we're going to cover is entitled what?
Well, I want to share with you about the 3 wealth builders.
Okay.
Well, I want to share with you about the 4 wealth killers and the 3 wealth builders.
All right. So we're going to talk about the killers first.
Yes, we got to kill it first.
Okay. All right, y'all. You ready? So get your pen. I done told y'all. So we're going to start with the 4 wealth killers. All right. So what's the wealth killer number 1?
Inflation. Everyone is experiencing inflation at the pump, in the grocery store, wherever you're spending money already, whatever you're buying, whatever you're purchasing. I just looked at some software today and they're going up, up, up. Everyone's prices are going up. Inflation is the number 1 wealth killer.
Look, somebody, I need a scribe inside the chat. My sister says she's driving. She's normally the scribe. So I need somebody out there that's willing to put your notes inside of this. So when people come back, they get their lesson. Okay. So number 1 was inflation. And she said she's seeing it everywhere, like at the pump, inside the store. I know that before at the beginning of the pandemic, a carton of double eggs, 18 count, used to cost me $4 and some change at BJ's. Do you know how much they selling that same carton for right now? It's about $12
Yes.
and some change. Okay, so do understand that's not where I'm getting my eggs no more. I just want y'all to know that ain't where I'm getting my eggs no more. I'm starting to look for the slab of eggs. You know, when they have like 24 on a slab, and you just have to figure out how you're gonna organize them inside the refrigerator. But I think the slab of eggs is like $3 and some change, or $4 and some change from Costco. Yep, right. I'm calling people out. So I'm telling you where to go and how I'm figuring out how to get around this inflation. Okay, thank you, Linda, so much for putting this inside of the chat. Missy, I see you chatting it up too. I appreciate you guys. Oh, Tam, you are inside the house. The 4 wealth killers, yes, ma'am. And number 1 is inflation. Okay, all right. I know I'm excited, but this conversation is good because I'm about these coins. Okay, so what's wealth killer number 2?
So wealth killer number 2 is your taxes.
Uh-oh.
You know, taxes is wealth killer number 2 because you're taxed everywhere you go. You know, there are some counties that you can actually go in the state of Georgia specifically. I can go to the next county over and pay less than 1% sales tax whenever it comes to me buying merchandise. So it depends on where you go that they offer sales tax. And of course, I will never forget, I was with a friend of mine, a coworker down in Florida, and she's from Delaware. And she was like, what's wrong with my, they didn't count up my money right. But in Florida, you know, I was like, oh, they don't tax everything that you purchase there. And then there's some states they don't tax you on clothing and things of that nature. But you want to look at the sales tax within the different circumference of wherever you live, because you're probably paying a larger sales tax than other. So taxes just at the lower level, just buying stuff, you know, there's that. But then there's also the taxes to look at when it comes to your paycheck. Right. So a lot of people be looking like, oh, I want that big, huge refund when it comes to the end of the year. Well, there's a reason that you're getting a big refund at the end of the year. And that's what helps keep your wealth from killing it, because you're not giving the government the amount of money that you need to avoid having a refund at tax time. So if you were to manage your paycheck in such a way to where you're getting more money throughout the year, because the IRS.gov tells you how much you should be paying based on your salary per year, and you actually pay more than that, and that's why you're getting a refund back. So if you had that money in your pocket every 2 weeks, then that would not so much kill you. That would not kill your wealth as much.
So you think it's better to get the money up front and don't get it on the back end?
Well, I think it's better to not pay the government a whole lot of money up front to get a refund. Expect a refund in April. So whenever you're paying the government just enough that they need for your taxes throughout your year, then you're getting actually more money as an income for yourself every time you get paid.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
It does, girl, but I do be liking my refund check. Right? Yes. And that kind of goes to me in the savings, right? It goes in the savings, and it's kind of like that. Now that's only like a nest egg, nothing that we're trying to live off of, right? Okay. All right. I get it. I got it. She told me get my money up front, go ahead and have that income so I can do more things now, like invest. She ain't saying to go to the store and go on the shopping spree with the extra money or the money that really belongs to you. Because if you're working it right, you'll be giving the government what they need and not a surplus or over what they need. Give them what you owe them, but then you need to be keeping the rest for yourself and working your wealth plan. Yeah. And the wealth plan ain't to go on a shopping spree. All right, now we got it. Now I got a question. Mm-hmm. How do you find out the different taxes in different counties and states or cities that you live in? Like, how do you become more knowledgeable about that?
Well, I go shopping in those places because I have like 3 different counties that surround me. But there is like a state tax website that would share with you what the state tax websites are. You just can, research it on your own and find out what does this county charge for sales tax, because every year, of course, we vote by counties. And so the counties may have a splash, what they call in Georgia, like a splash program, or a program where they're trying to build schools or improve the roads or something like that. So different counties have different benefits that they are taxing you on so that they can have the benefit within the city. So if they're working on building a new school or if they're working on improving the roads or whatever, they said that we need more money to buy this, whatever the county has decided to do, then your tax money goes to pay that. And sometimes it's specialized taxes, and we get to vote on that. But in some cases, well, in all cases, if you do vote, I encourage that. And you make the decision on whether or not you're going to be increased with the taxes or whether or not you're not going to be increased with the taxes. So the decision about how much taxes you pay actually starts at the city government.
Okay. All right. And then Missy has said, so what should I do? So what should you claim on your W-2s? And she stated that earlier. I want to, if I got it right, great. If I don't, but she said you can actually go to the website and see what you're supposed to pay based on your salary range. So that'll tell you how much you need to be paying the government and what you should be withholding and all the things. Cause you want to make sure you pay them because you don't want to owe them. And because I'm telling you, the interest, it stacks up pretty quickly. Great sisters and brothers, if you're out there listening, and don't ask me how I know. I just know, okay?
Hey, that's not the wealth killer, Dineen. That's not the wealth killer.
Right. So what's number 3?
And so number 3 is market losses. So
help me there.
When I say market losses, I mean that some people who have a 401k, specifically in your 403bs, they are contributing to the stock market in essence whenever they're saving money for their retirement within those government programs. And so if the market, just like the market crashed last 2 years ago, and then I think it made money last year, 2021, but in 2020 it was bottomed out, right? So people are taking a hit on their 401k plans and their 403bs and different other, government programs. And so the market losses, then if you were to lose money, you have to make 100% of the cash that you lost to get back to the same place where you were. So the market losses is what kills your wealth. If you don't make the right decisions to put your money and have it in that program, maybe you're with a Vanguard or Fidelity or whatever company that your company has for their plan, if you're part of a government plan. So then you want to watch what the market is doing and then make the choices based on what's best for you and your situation to have money later. Because I'll never forget, a friend of mine, a couple of friends of mine, they're like, well, you told me and that there's going to be some change in the market, but I didn't know it was going to look like this. So where I lost $700, they may have lost 10 times that much because of how their money that they divvied it up. And so just knowing that the companies that you do the investments with your job, they're not really able to tell you where to put your money and how to put your money. And that's where it's so important to have a financial planner to assist you with those recommendations and making those choices.
Man, that makes sense. Okay, number 4, wealth killer. I don't have nothing to say about that, y'all. I don't have no intel. She told you better be calling up Fidelity, Vanguard, wherever your money is. If you don't have a financial planner outside of that company, then you might want to think about getting somebody that's going to tell you about these different companies that your money may be being invested in, and maybe even some other safe options. And I don't know, maybe she could come back and we could talk about some different investors that she trusts or thought leaders inside of the financial space. I can't think of the person name. I want to say his name is David Bach or Burt or something, but he writes a lot of books about finances. Is that the right person? Is that his
David
name?
Bach? Yes.
Come on, David. So I like him. Yeah. So maybe we could come back and she could give y'all some pointers on that. Okay, number 4. I'm sorry. Wealth killer number 4.
Oh, that's okay. The wealth killer number 4 is broker fees.
Broker fees.
So when you are investing in those different companies like your Vanguards, your Fidelities and everything, there are broker fees that are associated with the funds that you choose and select. And you get what we call a prospectus every year that company sends you. And
that we don't read.
Yeah.
That okay. Yeah, let's call a spade a spade. Y'all know I know what I do. When I get those books and magazines and quarterly updates and stuff, I don't read none of that stuff. I might store it and file it. And then if not, I might just shred it.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
No, that's fine. But that's where the money is. That's where you can see, I'm paying this much on having my money here. I'm paying this much having my money there. And, sometimes whenever you're transferring the money from one place to the other, then you need to find out and make sure that if you're going to be paying those broker fees on the front end or paying the broker fees on the back end.
Ooh,
And that's where the financial planner comes into play, and in letting you know about making those choices and making those right choices. We're going to go with this fund because your broker fees are paid up front, because you're going to have less money going in than the broker fees paid on the back end, because now that money's grown, you may be paying more money on the back end because you have more money in that fund. But of course, different programs and different products offer you different benefits. So you want to definitely, make sure that you're asking the right questions.
Now, see, this is the stuff that you just don't know that you just don't know. And I know Janelle gets what I'm saying. See, you just don't know what you just don't know, right? Them some blind spots. So she pointing out some blind spots, y'all. And look, if you're anything like me, like being honest, that you really don't get this stuff, you got 401ks and elemental Ps and 123s, you better be asking some questions about these broker fees. All right. So quick recap. We're gonna go 1 through 4. Just list them so they can have them. So what was number 1?
Inflation.
Number 2,
taxes.
Number 3,
market losses.
and number 4,
and broker fees.
Okay, so y'all don't say that Janelle ain't never taught you nothing. She here in the space right now, dropping these nuggets. Okay, put it in the chat. If y'all enjoying this conversation, just put it in the chat. I am, because she dropping the nuggets and getting y'all ready. Getting y'all ready for 2023 and all these things in the mail that y'all been ignoring. You better stop ignoring. You better start reading that paperwork. All right, now what are we going? We're going to shift. Put it in the chat. I'm shifting. Put in the chat. I'm shifting because the conversation is shifting. So we don't want you to get lost. We done now with the 4 wealth killers. Now, what is the other segment that we're going to talk about? I know it's something about helping us grow or build or.
Yes, you have to build. You have to build wealth.
Okay.
Building wealth, I live a Proverbs, 13:22 life is like a good man leaves an inheritance for his children's children. Okay. So therefore, it's all about building the wealth and leaving it an inheritance and making sure that I'll begin with the end in mind. Of course, legacy planning is number 1. So legacy planning, having your trusts together, having your wills together, and knowing where your assets are and how to transfer them properly to your loved ones. That is the best way to build wealth as well.
Woo.
Legacy planning,
y'all. Get your stuff in order. Get your estate in order. Don't sit there and write it on a piece of paper or tissue napkin that nobody can find after you leave here talking about, I wrote down where I wanted my stuff to go. Can you just get some real documentation and get some help with putting these wills and trust and all these things together? Do y'all understand? Okay, don't say we ain't told you this. Don't come back and say I didn't know, because right now you're learning about this. And let me say this. If you already know that there's people in your life, in your community that could use this information that Janelle is dropping right now, I need you to hit the share button. Like, share the content, share the information. They could get at least this start and start working on the stuff that they need to be working on now. All right. I'm getting y'all got it in there. The legacy planning. Okay. All right. She said, how will your wealth transfer to your family? Mm-hmm. Is that something that how does your wealth transfer to your family?
Well, you have to create it and work with a professional, work with a certified licensed professional to help create that. And I'll only touch on one because I'm a licensed insurance agent in several states, and Georgia being one of them, is that the beneficiary on a life insurance policy transfers wealth to your family tax-free. So that's
say that one more time. Say it one more time. Say it one more time. She tax-free. Say it again. One more time.
So one way that wealth can transfer to your family is by listing that loved one as a beneficiary. Whenever that person receives the money from a life insurance policy, then they receive that money tax-free income. So that's one way to ensure that your loved one will have a money.
Come on, Jesus.
And a lot of people they're gonna like try to censor me probably for saying this, but if our young people, I know that our loved ones, I just had some people pass away more this year than ever before, but our young Black men, I am saying, and this is, you hear it from me,
get insurance.
Everything will change when we start insuring our people, them young Black men that are dying early.
We got it. We
know what you're saying. And there was a popular rapper. I just found out after, and so 28.
Yeah, the guy from the Migos. The guy
insurance.
from the Migos. I don't know, and they fighting over his estate right now. I know.
Right.
I know what you're talking about. Look, and if y'all don't know, go check it out. Y'all need to keep up with this stuff that's happening out here. There's lessons and silver linings in these horrible things that's happening in our community. But I'm sorry. Go ahead, Janelle.
Yeah, and if you had a life insurance policy on that loved one, I highly recommend it. If you get the insurance policy on a baby at 15 days old, you're eligible. That child could be a millionaire within a certain time frame, putting enough money into savings, because that's the other way to build wealth, saving money in a vehicle that will grow tax-free income. With tax-free income, and we can have millionaire babies. Our babies could be millionaires.
Can you help me
20, 30 years.
Can you help me start over? Can you help me start over, please?
Yes.
Look, I got a 15-year-old, 11-year-old. Can you help me, please?
Yes.
Do I still have time?
You still have time, and there's some people who can do the math and let you know, okay, Dineen, you have to now start saving this much per month to now, with this age, when they're 40, 50 years old, they'll have $1 million in savings, with this vehicle. So the computer does the math. So you have 11-year-old, you have 15-year-old, there's still time, but had you started saving sooner.
Well, let's not worry about what I should have done sooner. That's spilled
right.
milk. Don't mess my energy up, Janelle. Don't mess my energy up. Let me be happy. Don't do that. Don't do that. Let me.
All the newborns out there.
I still got time. Let's stop right there.
Yes, but we can share with you how much gap that you have. We can share with you and help you close the gap. We can help you close the gap.
That part right there. Yeah. We're gonna keep it up. We're gonna keep okay. Now, was that just number one? What's number two, Janelle?
Well, the tax-free income was the number two. The legacy planning was number one. And then
so we got number three now.
We answered the question, and then tax-free income was number two.
Tax-free income number two. Put it in the chat. Number two, tax-free income. I'm going to say it again because I know y'all note takers out there. That's what I'm talking about. Tax-free income. And that's when she dropped the nuggets about the beneficiary on your insurance policy. Tax-free money, when they get it, they ain't getting charged no taxes. Y'all remember that? Because I got super excited when she said it. I did. I don't know how y'all felt about it, but it was definitely a nugget, something that I didn't know. Okay? All right. Fantastic. So now, what's number three? Thank you, Miss Linda.
Yes. So number three is invest.
Oh, wow.
Invest. And I say that because there are some vehicles out there that are better than others. And of course, there are companies out there that you can just make in stock investments on your own. So that you would have to research them on your own in reference to that. But there are ways to invest, even with like a mutual fund or in different insurance programs as well, can lead to where you can put money to save, and the vehicle will allow you to, be able to make investments with in the market. So there are some insurance programs out there that you're able to invest in the market. However, if you want to invest on your own, then you can go to different companies like a Fidelity, a TD Ameritrade, and there are others that you can set up an investment account and, start investing and choosing your favorite stock. The places that you do business with the most is where I would recommend. And then, of course, you can go to like Yahoo Finance and you can see, how that it goes up and down with whatever you choose. But if you're, buying a certain product, if you're investing your money, say in Apple, then why not own some Apple stock? It's
right.
possible.
Yeah. Right. Ooh. Child. Okay, quick read. This thing's so delicious to me. Okay, one more shout out. Is this delicious to y'all? Put it in the chat. It's delicious. Put it in the chat. It's delicious. Okay, listen. Quick recap. While y'all putting delicious in there, what was the three wealth builders?
We have the legacy planning.
Legacy planning, y'all.
The tax-free income.
Tax-free income.
And the no risk.
Or invest. Number three.
Investments.
Okay, so y'all got it. All right, so y'all got it. Don't say that the 12 days of Christmas don't be bringing the deliciousness, okay? Because Janelle just dropped a whole bunch of fire. So, Janelle, I'm going to drop this link because I know y'all going to want to be all on top of this when it register to win. Now I already know, so I'm sorry. Hold on. I'm bringing you back. I'm bringing you back. Let me get you back up in here. All right, look. I got this mouse over here trying to give me problems. I'm trying to get this link. Okay, look. I'm about to drop this link to register for what she about to give away. Now I'm dropping the link now. That y'all need to go ahead and just drop your name in it. Okay, they all saying it's delicious. Tamu said delicious. Linda said delicious. She said, yes, she did that. Oh, yeah, she did do that. I mean, you should have seen me before we got on here. I said, girl, this is going to be so good. While I was eating my popcorn, I'm like, I'm so excited. I don't know what I'm going to do. I was like a girl in the candy store, like, this right here is about to blow our mind, right? And I promise you, I didn't have no pre-conversation and nothing. I was just like, okay, girl, so what's your points tonight? She was just like, this, that. I said, oh my God, this is going to be crazy. This is going to be bananas. I'm going to have to come back and watch it because I wasn't able to take my notes. And I know all the note takers out there was looking out for me. So I'm just going to come back and watch the video and get my notes from the scribes. But go ahead, drop your name inside the registration, like right now. Janelle, what is it that you're giving away to the community tonight?
Mm-hmm. I'm giving away a copy of my book called Money Just Flew Out the Window, How to Create a Relationship with Wealth, Living from Paycheck to Paycheck.
Come on. And you got to be in it to win it. So you got to drop the registration. You got to get in there and put your name in the hat. Now, what if they wanted to purchase the book like right now on their own? They don't have to wait to win. Where should they go to do that?
You can go to moneyjustflewoutthewindow.com and that will redirect you to my website to purchase the book. And just because you're watching the 12 Days of Christmas with Dineen Merriweather, I will send you another gift if you purchase a book. And it's a surprise because it's Christmas. So that'll be like your Secret Santa gift. So
I'm purchasing my book tonight. And I'm telling you right now, I already know what the gift is. I'm not going to tell you. I'm purchasing my book tonight. And I told her. And then I said, Janelle, don't play with me. I want my gift now. Don't. Did I not, Janelle, say that?
Yes,
this is like real talk, y'all. Y'all know I'm so transparent, and I keep it out here. I keep it flat, right? So look, I want you guys to go ahead, purchase a book. You don't have to wait. Don't wait, because you could get the copy that you win, and you could bless somebody else for Christmas with it. Does that make sense? I know it does. Y'all received that and y'all should nah. So here it is right now, the website that you could go to. I dropped it inside of the chat. Purchase your book tonight. Get the extra bonus gift for being here with Dineen, the 12 Days of Christmas. Make sure y'all share this link. So when y'all share this post to your page about this financial conversation, this financial wellness conversation that we had tonight, drop her link for people to purchase the book. Don't drop the link for them to register to win. Drop the link for them to purchase the book because they need help. And Temu said earlier, GoFundMe ain't a wealth strategy plan. Right. GoFundMe is not it, right? She said, GoFundMe is not insurance. I just want you to know, I saw that, Temu. I didn't have time to comment on it, but it's not. And so anything else that you want to share with the community before we sign off tonight?
Mm-hmm. Well, Dineen, the reason why I'm so passionate about helping families and helping people is because, I lost my sister at a young age. And when people look like having an emergency fund, my dad had an emergency fund. So what emergency was that, she passed away with no life insurance. And so that really brings it home to me. And then my dad used his emergency fund money to fund his child's burial. And so, that just, speaks volumes to the fact that he had an emergency fund. That's another way to build wealth, is to have an emergency fund. When things happen, I know a friend of mine, he's like, well, I just put $10,000 into a new system. And I was like, well, at least you had the $10,000 to do it, because some people don't have that kind of money saved.
Right.
And so that is so important to, save that money, have it for a true emergency. An emergency isn't going to the mall shopping or just, putting it on a credit card or something like that. But that was a true emergency. And so that took place in my life. And so, that's why it's so important for me to share this message and share ways where people can actually build wealth and not live from paycheck to paycheck. Because, it's very important that the last couple of years, you know, a lot of people did save for a rainy day, but they didn't save for a rainy year or a rainy 2 years as it's been. So we're just wanting to share the word, share the message about save what you really, really want. And that's you know, that goes to another song, you know, but save what you really want.
Exactly. All right, you guys. So you got all the nuggets. You got the songs. You got the financial nuggets. You got the opportunity to win. And look, I just dropped her Facebook page information, her address. If you want to join her page, Financial Bliss Academy, you could go ahead right now. Like, go ahead and click that. Join her community. Get these nuggets all year round. You ain't got to wait until she comes to 12 Days of Christmas. Now, look, you were so delicious. Can I ask you, can you come back next year?
Yes, I'd be happy to, Dineen. Thank you.
Okay, so y'all heard it. You gotta call people like right here on the spot. I don't want no mess now, Janelle. I want no mess.
If I'm still here on Earth next year at this time, I will be here for you.
Okay.
And if for some reason I won't, I'm gonna leave it in my will and say, "Hey, I promised Dineen,
somebody gotta represent.
Put this person in place. Okay, they need to follow up with you." To be there. I put it in my will.
I appreciate it. All right, you guys, have an amazing evening. Thank you so much. Let me drop just one more time the registration link if you do want to register for the gift to get the book, because I do want to say thank you for those of you who came and to be here inside this space. Go ahead. If you haven't had a chance to register, share this message, even tag the people in this post to come and watch the nuggets that she dropped. Do y'all understand what I'm saying? Like, don't miss it. It's Christmas time. Sharing is caring. I love you guys. Have an amazing night. Thank you so much, Janelle, for being here. You were absolutely amazing. Go ahead, be a part of Financial Bliss Academy. The page is here. Go get it. Get inside, locked in with Janelle so she can help you with your financial wellness. All right, you guys, have an amazing evening. Bye.
Thank you.